the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me a pop out of morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture?
You got a picture me? Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Bulls and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry of the game. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go!
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
No, Jack, Patriot! Gun! Detroit!
Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Leopard, leopard. Gun, 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 gun.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer. And that's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Kramer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Hut.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, this is Geis. And now running right through it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Hut.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Operating from the gun. Kramer underneath. This is Bernard. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
From the gun, Kramer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Detroit, Detroit.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing again. Kramer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Gun, 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 gun. Now let's go. 319. 319.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Brown, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Kramer. That's complete. Bernard. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down. Kramer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Operating from the gun. Kramer. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more after this. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Kramer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Kramer. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Kramer. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down. Kramer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Green, 39!
Here's Bernard. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. He'll get 3 up to midfield. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Kramer. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Off play action. Kramer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Kramer. And he's going to go down again.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Kramer buying time to his left. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Hut.
There's Jackson on third and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And sometimes those slants...
Really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hut.
On 1st and 10, Kramer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hut.
Now a carry for Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Kramer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Darius Geis, 45 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now back out comes the offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Kramer. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. Back now here in Santa Clara. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. Kramer over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's third and short.
Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun on third down, Kramer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on first down. Kramer. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Kramer, his throw incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on third down. Kramer. Over the middle, complete. That's Barton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
From the gun, Kramer. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. James Washington from 6 yards away. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Kramer into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Barney. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This is Geis. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. On 1st and 10, Kramer. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
To throw again. Kramer, he's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They give him a gain of 38. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 1st down, Kramer. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun. Detroit.
Throwing again. Kramer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. 3:19.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake. Kramer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Off-play action. Kramer. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? 300? That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here